G'day everybody, welcome to another video of Sailing Supernova. This week we've got a bunch of boat work to get done before we head off home, but first we're going to do some exploring around the Colon area. We're on the entrance to the Panama Canal on the Caribbean side, and how we're going to get around for some exploring is with these bad boys. They're Highboy scooters, electric scooters. We've never ridden them before, but someone from Highboy, a rep, saw our coconut video and decided to send us these to help us get around, buy some cat food, buy cat litter. But today we're going to use them to explore the local area.
And we have two, which might have been ridiculously obvious, but it's going to be amazing. There's a military base that we're going to head to, which is going to be absolutely amazing. And we're going to put these scooters through their paces. We were kind of skeptical when they first reached out to us that these scooters would be any good, but after like checking them out and everything, they look really, really, really good. And a bunch of people were saying that we had to be careful because of a bunch of different things that the scooters don't have, but they have all those things. So we're gonna go beat them up for a little while and see if they're any good. Ready?
Excited, yeah. We had them in eco mode because we were going along the marina dock, but now I'm going to put it into sport mode. That goes from 11 to 22 miles per hour. Found this abandoned church along the way, so we're going to go check it out.
Dun dun dun. Whew. It is most certainly abandoned.
Yeah. The roof caved in over there.
I don't think that this roof is up either. Something tells me, because I can see it on the ground. Ooh, what's up there? How is it?
Hi.
Are you telling me you don't like being on second levels of abandoned buildings?
There's old candles up here that have melted away.
Ooh, I'm coming. Fancy meeting you up here. It's cool.
Yeah, it's fully melted down.
Looks like someone tried to start a couple of fires in here at different times.
Yeah.
All right, shall we continue the adventure?
Yeah. Getting hot in here.
Yeah, that's a view. Let's get some wind in that hair.
We appear to be at a crossroads. We're not sure which way it is, so let's go left.
I was gonna pick right, but okay, onward.
Well, we've made it to the old fort and we've found a really old bus stop. But we're not going to need that because these bad boys have a range of 46 miles. It's crazy. And that's about 72 kilometers.
And we also found a basketball court. Excuse me while I go play some coconut basketball. I gotta find a coconut first. Ah, first shot!
It really was the first shot too. We have not done that 1,000 times. Good work.
My basketball broke.
Oh.
I quit.
Of course, an American base has a basketball. There's like almost nothing here apart from the base buildings, the bus stop, a barbie, and a basketball hoop.
Let's get back to the scooters.
Yeah. So we looked this place up on Google Maps and it's called a ghost town. That's literally what it's listed as. And it's very much a ghost town. There's no sewer grates, so we have to be a little bit careful that we don't fall down there and get stuck in the drain forever and become ghosts ourselves. Ooh, that's Howler Monkeys.
They're over there somewhere.
Yeah. We think we might know how to get closer to the Howler Monkeys. Whoa! You see that? It leaped between the two palm trees. There's howler monkeys jumping between the palm trees. There's a whole crew of them jumping across. One after the other. One goes and then climbs across the palm tree and then another one goes. It's so adorable and they've got curly tails. Oh my gosh, he's so cute, just munching on the leaves. Hello.
This is probably the closest we've ever seen howler monkeys.
Yeah, for sure. They're not even bothered by us in the slightest. They're just sitting there eating their fruit and their leaves. Swinging from tree to tree. There's quite a few just in here. One of them's really close, just through the leaves just there.
It's like 20 feet away or like 7 meters, but it's super hard to see through the trees. Well, those howler monkeys were amazing, but on to the next adventure, the continuation of this adventure.
Banana trees. Also found mango trees, coconut palms, and a whole bunch of bamboo. Can't find any actual fruit on them though. We were a little bit worried getting these, whether they'd be able to go off the beaten path like we like to explore, but these have been epic so far today. They've been able to go over the bumpy, ragged concrete. They've been able to go up the hills. They've gone through mud. over the different bits of grass and wood. It's been sick. I love them. It's been so much fun. I'm excited to go exploring everywhere on these.
I mean, I'm slightly more skeptical about the usefulness of these. I'm kidding. I'm having like an amazing time. It's so cool. And they're so quiet too. So like usually if we're walking around, we got to like, I have to shut up because I'm a bit loud. But we can like sneak up on wildlife, good, bad thing. I don't know. We think it's a good thing. And oh my God, like look at where we are. Look at this. This is amazing. It's so much fun. And it's taken like zero energy. We've just kind of been hanging out in the scooters and scootering around.
Yeah. So this place, it's a ghost town, but it used to be an old American barracks or army base. I don't know if that's the same thing, but they built it in like the early 1900s as the main base on this side of the Panama Canal for the Americans. There's another one on the other side of the Panama Canal. They ran it and then eventually gave it back to Panama in 1999, I think it was.
And then Panama didn't use it, I don't think, judging by the looks of things.
Yeah, and the Americans also used it for kind of the latter part of that time for jungle training, and I can totally see why.
We are in the jungle for sure. Look at this. Like, Barracks Jungle. Just in case we forgot to tell you, the name of this place is Fort Sherman, and I think this is like the barracks for Fort Sherman. So where like all the soldiers lived and everything. Yeah. But it is incredible here, like incredible.
There's nobody else here except for the monkeys and those other animals we saw. There's a bunch of different fruit trees and
we haven't been able to get any of the butterflies on film, but there is gorgeous butterflies everywhere, like bright blue and just everything.
Yeah, it's just such a cool place to explore. So if any of you guys are in Panama on this side of the canal, you should definitely come here. It's such a cool place.
And it's like, it was like 2 minutes on these scooters, man, ripping uphill. It was awesome.
Yeah, from the marina, Shelter Bay Marina. Yeah. There's the monkeys. Welcome to Barracks B507. Let's take a look around.
Is that the name of it?
Yeah, so right on the front.
Well, I'll be B507. If you were stationed here, let us know. We're home now. Actually, no, we're close. You couldn't pay me to live here. But these things do collapse really easily. When we brought them onto the boat, they were in the box and we had to build them up. And then we were like, oh, how are we gonna get these things around? But stupidly, of course, they collapse, right? So you just pull this up and they go like this. And then they even have like a little hook thing, which I didn't even know about. But a guy at the dock showed me. And you hook it on, and you just pick it up. It's 51 pounds, I think it is. So it's not super heavy. And then you just go like this, and then it's ready to go. It's incredibly sweet. We're gonna like have a much easier time stowing them on the boat. And it's super quick too, because if it took forever, then you know, we wouldn't do it. So, yeah.
Right, let's take a look around. What, do you want to bet whether those stairs are all right?
Well, I can tell you that this marine base, is it a marine base? This is not a marine base. I feel like an idiot. this barracks, whatever you want to call it.
Army base.
Army base has an open door policy.
Oh yeah, that's terrible. All right, up you go. Oh, wait, down here.
Yeah. Why does the heavy one go up first?
To be extra short.
I think they have a really good AC system here. Maybe we'll commandeer it and put it on Supernova.
Could do with a bit of extra furnishing. Oh, the kitchen doesn't look too bad though. Not gonna lie, I'm slightly spooked out. Especially with the echo.
It looks like if you spent like a solid 2 or 3 days cleaning up in here, it would actually be pretty decent.
Yeah. Chucked a bit of furniture in. Some hangers. Got a nice view.
All up and down the walls here, there's like, I don't know if like ants or termites or anything, they like brought in their own sand and like built tunnels and they're going like everywhere. It's like super cool. It's like Jurassic Park. I don't know why termites equal dinosaurs though.
That was a ridiculous amount of fun. We're definitely big kids at heart and we haven't had that much fun in a little while. So thanks so much to Highboy. These ones are Highboy Pro Max. They've got a bunch of different ones available, but these are pretty sick.
And they have full suspension. They go fast. There's like 3 speed modes. So you can put it in like a slower speed mode and like still max it out. So you're not like worried if you're gonna, you know, go too fast or whatever.
But you can accelerate at any speed in between all of that.
Yeah, and it's just great. And they don't even like, the acceleration isn't like a jerky motion. It's like nice and smooth.
Yeah,
and
same
man,
with the brakes, super smooth. Coming down that hill on the way back, it's not like you press the brake and it's like jarring you. It's just a smooth slow down. It's brilliant.
Oh, we can't even say enough good things. We are gonna use the hell out of these things. I don't know if I can say that. Maybe we're gonna use these things very well. I should just stop talking.
The heat's getting to your head. Let's go inside and make a drink. So we got some mangoes, chopped them up and put them in the blender. We're gonna put it with some ice because man, it is super hot today. And we've got the aircon blasting inside.
And it's still hot.
It is still hot even with that aircon. It is just a smallish portable aircon, but it does the job enough. It takes like the crazy heat out of the place. And man, Panama is super duper humid. We need this cold drink for me to be able to start thinking.
We put banana in there too?
Yep, banana and 2 mangoes.
And 2 trays of ice.
Yeah. And then it's probably time to get to some more boat jobs, I think. We've had enough fun for today.
We use this blender more than anything else.
Yeah.
It's my old blender is a Vitamix, and I've had it for like 10 years now, and we just abuse it, and it's so good.
It is the best.
That is way overfilled.
Just the way you like it. What? Overflowing? What's
Drink. I can't drink it fast enough.
Oh.
It's starting to overflow.
It's yummy.
So we're getting ready to kind of leave the boat for a little bit, but we have a bunch of stuff that we have to get done. It's going to take us a while to get all the stuff done. One of the things is to waterproof the boat. And you might think that like every boat is waterproof, but this one is not. So our chain plates here leak like sieves. So we tried to put this duct tape on to get them to stop leaking. It's all gooey now because it's so hot. but we put this duct tape on to try and get them to stop leaking temporarily, and it didn't work. They leak really bad. You can see this is the Sikaflex that's on here.
We tried that too and it sure didn't work either.
And if you look there, see, it just peels back and water just goes down there. So we're gonna take all the Sikaflex out. It's gonna be a total pain. And then our friend Brian on Dark Horse 3D printed us this. So what this does
He
is...
designed it too.
Yeah, so it goes here, and there's a second one that goes here. I grabbed two of the same side, but it goes here. And then when this is all removed, it'll sit all the way down, and then it'll Sikaflex. And there's bolts that go here attaching them so it squeezes it tight and clamps it. And so then we'll put Sikaflex on it, and it will not leak. That's the plan anyway. It's our first time using 3D printed parts for like an integral part of the boat. Well, I guess we used them on our solar panels. So
that's true.
So anyway,
we trust them.
Yeah, it's gonna be really annoying to get all this stuff out. So we're just gonna finish our drinks and then we're gonna get to work pulling this Sikaflex out. Okay.
So we've got a huge chunk out of here. So you can see my finger can go right down. These chain plates continue in to the saloon and you can see how big that hole is. Just poke straight through it. Oh wow. There we go, got it. Look at that. Look at this massive hole. Not too sure what the plan was for everyone, but Sikaflex just does not stick enough to the metal. It works for a tiny bit of time, a month or so, and then it just, that mark here along with the metal just comes off. It sticks well to the fiberglass, but not to the metal over time. And so with the movement of the boat, I think it just peels back and water just funnels straight in that massive hole into the boat on both sides. Okay, time to do the other side. Which again, we have duct tape down over multiple times of Sikaflexing it in many different ways.
So we still have to clean it up a bit more, but we got most of it out. And basically, this is how it works. It just goes on like this. And then we bolt these two together. But before that, we like fill it with a bunch of sealant. And it should be good. It should stop leaking. That's the plan anyway. Yeah, the plan is that bolting it together pushes so much pressure on that sealant that it can't like let water in. Yeah, so we put it together loosely, and then put the sealant in, and then we let it cure a little bit, and then we bolt it fully together, like we tighten it up the rest of the way. So that's the plan. Let's hope it doesn't start raining before we get this done. Looks like a pretty nice day, relatively, for here in the wet season.
So I'm inside now and I'm going to show you what the chain plates look from the inside and how much of a hole there is. So this is what we're dealing with when it's pouring rain, when the silicone isn't sticking properly, or the Sikaflex. That is the hole to the outside. It's huge. And so our chain plates come down on the inside and go down like that. So this is just like behind where our couch is. So yeah, pretty crazy. Well, I may have spoke too soon about the beautiful day, because ever since I said that, the clouds have been getting darker and rolling in this way. But we've committed and we are almost ready to go. What are we putting on instead of Sikaflex this time?
We're putting on something called Dow 795. It's also called Dow Sil, and I think it has a couple other names, but it's supposed to be like the best stuff. We use it for our windows, so we're going full out on this.
Yeah. Hopefully it's the final solution to fix these.
It's what they use to like glue skyscraper windows in place. All right, we're ready to go. Basically, like I said before, this just clips like this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fill all of this up with Dow 795, and then we're gonna put even more on, and just, we'll see how it goes. It should go okay, but there's some pretty big gaps to fill. Luckily, because there's big gaps, we could see in and like look at the whole chain plate, and it's in good condition. There's no pitting, no rusting, no any of that. So that's at least a good thing. We can keep our chain plates without changing them out later.
We're not too sure what the actual plan for, like, the original plan for this issue is. Yeah, it's a bit of an odd thing, but it's not a proud thing. It was kind of finished by the first owner.
Yeah. There's some pretty big gaps to fill.
Hopefully it doesn't drop down into our saloon.
So now that that's got its first layer, we're gonna put some just right on the mating surface here.
Of the 3D printed part.
Yeah.
It's all black, so it might be hard to see what we're doing, but hopefully our plan works.
Yeah, second one. Usually you want to like not use too much of this stuff because it's hard to clean up, but in this case I think it's probably better to use too much and then have a hard time cleaning it up. So a friend told me if you dab your finger in water, it should be okay, and it shouldn't stick to it.
Well, not bad.
Not bad. All right, we're gonna take this tape off carefully. I should have probably put it on in a more proper order.
Beautiful. Good work.
All right, now that that's done, I am 50% confident. I don't know. I hope it's gonna work. It should work. This stuff is like ridiculously strong, and then the stuff that Brian 3D printed us is just, it's gotta work. It's gonna be destruction to get this thing off if it doesn't work. But anyways, so we're just gonna leave this here. Both of them are done. The clouds are like threatening, but they've been threatening for a little while. So we're just gonna start a timer, and then we're gonna do an anti-rain dance for like an hour, because I think that's what it needs. And then we'll go from there. I'm gonna come back and do the bolts after it's dried. So that way it pinches the rubber even more, or the sealant even more.
Yeah, without just like squeezing it out.
Yeah.
Just pushes it.
Yeah, so, but everything's good on both of them.
Yeah, it looks great.
So we've used the scooters a little bit more now, and man, they are fun. Their range is insane. Highboy, you make some good scooters.
We've used them only a little bit more now. I feel every time we get off the boat, we use them instead of walking like 100 meters to the little marina shop. We take the scooters.
It's going to be super useful. Like I think you said before, in Mexico, oh my God, they would have been amazing. So we're really looking forward to using them more. And it's got like a 72 kilometer range, like a 46 mile range. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So super comfortable, really liked them. So far, they've been great. We can't say enough good things about them. So we highly, at this point, can recommend them. We kind of put them through the paces right out of the box. We kind of, voice jump there. We really like kind of beat them up right out of the box. And I mean, I've
ridden some others in Brisbane. They have them, and these ones were definitely better. They don't hurt your hips or your knees or anything. They have really good suspension, so it just feels like pretty smooth, even if you're going over bumps and things. They're great.
Yeah.
They're fun. You'll see us on them a bunch more.
So if you want, there's a discount code, like a discount link. We'll put it in the description. You get 5% off. And then we do get a little bit of money from that. We would never hide that. But you also get 5% off. We get 5%. And that means Coco gets 5%. So if you want some scooters that have been tested, we wouldn't recommend something that is junk at all. We love them. Coco hasn't ridden them yet, but
maybe one day.
Yeah. So anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks a lot for everybody. Coke's she's has a habit of going like 2 steps.
And then,
then
she just makes her way around the table, around the chair, around the...
if you want, we make an extra video every week on Patreon. So there's 2 videos that we release every week. One on YouTube and one that's Patreon exclusive. It only goes on Patreon. That's the only way you can see it, is joining the Patreon.
You can request specific videos. So things like what's been requested lately, how we met, freediving, because Darcy's a freediving instructor. So we went through with a whole lot of stuff to do with that. But yeah, if you have anything specific that we can go in more detail and you want a whole video on that, then hop on Patreon.
Yep.
Otherwise, we'll see you all here on YouTube next week for another video of what we've done in the previous week. And yeah, we're having a blast out here. Coco's loving it.
She is.
She's got some big changes coming up, but I'm sure it's all for the best. And
she's gonna be Canadian, eh?
Yeah, and then she'll be back on board Supernova as the captain, but in a Canadian Captain Coconut way.
Yeah.